Okay, this video tutorial is the continuation of the tutorial for the drawing of this exercise 3 drawing. So from the sample image, the information lacking here are the dimensions of this object. And also I will include in this topic assigning object colors. But the full video or the full discussion of this, let's say for example assigning object colors, line types, the control will be in a separate topic with the layer properties. Okay, but for now I'll just assign, for example, the object color and the object line weight individually. Okay, so let's begin. For example, in your case, you have drawn this in the color white, because maybe the current layer, when you opened your drawings, it's either 0 or the depth points. Okay, so it will, and here it's also by layer. Okay, so it will automatically the lines that you draw and other objects will have this object color, okay, under the layer 0 or the points. So check your layer name if this is 0 or the points. So do not make this as the current one, the point, because this is the lines or objects that you draw using this layer is not printable or cannot be printed. Okay, anyway, we will discuss again, as I said, the full details of these layer properties when we come to that topic in the midterm period. Okay, so forget this now for a while. We will just use this, and also here in the line type, which I actually already shown you here when we made this drawing, how to load a line type. Okay, so assuming you did not assign the object color, so how to assign? So you have this layer 0, okay, and by layer is the object color. We can change this, okay, but let's say we'll change that to color green. Okay, so for example, if this is your setting here, the object color is green. When you draw a line, automatically the color of object color of your line will be green. Say we'll assign blue. When you draw a line, it will be blue, and so on. Okay, but because I did not show you to you this before. So for your next drawings, or maybe you can try here already. Okay, you can try here assigning object colors. Okay. So, but let's say again, you started with this, and you want to assign, for example, the object colors of these lines, the object lines. Okay, so you must select this without a command. Okay, just select, clicking. Okay. Make sure that you have selected the object line that we will change its color. Okay. So when you click this, better click all so that you can change at once the object colors. This. So check if you have selected all. Okay. Then say you selected them already. You go here in the object properties under object color. Click and say grid. So it's up to you if you prefer another color. Let's say grid. Okay, so now and then press escape. Then you already assigned a color for this object. Then for the center lines, here I assigned the color blue, but let's change, for example, let's assign this to color red. So just select without command and click this color white, then select the red color. Okay, so a simple assigning of object. Okay. So next is we will put these center marks. Okay. You can make a command of center marks, but actually, if you put a dimension of this here, just for reference, for example, or any of the arc here, just to display or show the center mark. So this is a center mark, this one. So you can go to either the diameter dimension or radius dimension. Click and click here. So then it will show, but the settings is very small. So that's why you need to edit or modify. Okay. So either is this, and go to, so click annotate. Okay. And go to the dimensions. Okay. So the ones I'm using here is the annotative. So no problem if you are using in your drawings ISO 25 or the standard. So let's say I'm using annotative. Okay, because I set the dimensions to annotative. So and later we will have the discussion of this also in regards to annotative. Even if you will not make a dimension style by using this annotative dimension style, you can modify or the features of the dimension will be modified in the, especially the size of the arrow heads and the text without actually changing the height, for example. But we will change that by using later the scale here. Okay, so I click modify. Okay, so I'll change the, I look for the center mark in the symbol under the symbols and arrows. So I put none. So that's why you will not see a center mark. But if I select this mark. So there is a preview here, but it's very small because the value here is very small. So if I increase this, for example, say 0.3, still small. Say, same as what I did in the example here, which that I think that is 7. Okay. Then click OK. So still not. Anyway, in the preview here, it's not crossing the diameter of the crossing out the diameter of the circle. So I'll click close first and check if it's the value I assigned for the size of the center mark is okay. If not okay, then I will adjust or modify. So say I'll put here in the circle. So for example, I will dimension radius. So it's very big, as you can see. So this center mark, this one. So I will reduce this. So go back again. So annotate, then dimension, click this arrow and select annotative. For me, you can select what you use or utilize for the dimension styles present in your AutoCAD. So modify. So that's too much. I will make it 3. Okay, and close. And I think this is okay, or still. So I did not make it crossing the full diameter of the circle. So I still need to adjust. So click this arrow, select the dimension style that you use, modify. I think I'll make it 1.5. Okay, click OK and close. So I think this is okay for me now. So let's check if I erase this the radius dimension. So the center mark also is erased. Okay. So because if you have multiple diameters, I mean the multiple circles with the same diameters. So all of these circles actually are in engineering drawing are not required to dimension each of them. As I mentioned in the video, in creating this, just put this indication, say 8 items of these circles with the same diameter, then just multiply by the symbol x times the symbol radius and put the value of the radius. So we will have another option. This here, if you see, center mark. So say this is the other option. Click, and for example, we'll put it here. So it's very big. Okay. Or yeah, it's very long, big. So we need to change this. So, but the changing of the size of the center mark is what I use here is through the properties. So I click this and I click properties. I will change it here. So not the line type scale, okay, but the say cross size. If you see here, there is a cross size. So it's still small. So we will make that. So the current one is 0.1. I'll make that 0.3. Okay. And then the cross gap, meaning the. So I think it's bigger. So I'll change that to 0.2. And the cross gap, I'll keep it as 0.05. Then these extensions, meaning these longer lines from the cross. So I'll make this all 0, 0, 0, 0. Or we can also just select here no. But still not showing. So I'll check again which one I will change. So for the line type scale, let me try. For example, 0.5. No, it's not in the line type scale. So I think it's still here. In the, where is it? Yeah, I don't have the selection. That's why. I click this to check if it will change 0.5, for example. So it's only the line type scale that's changing. If I change here, so it became smaller, so more long and dashed lines shown. So I'll change here again. Should be 0, like that, 0, like that, 0, and 0. So now I have this cross or the center mark sign, but still bigger. So I'll click this and change to see if 0.1 will do. No. There is a cross gap. There is still an extension. So of this extension, I think I have 2 center marks here. So I'll erase one first. So this one I will change. So it's small, so I'll change this to 0.2. So I think this is okay now. Center mark. Then No need to repeat creating here. All you need to do is just go to home, then copy. Okay. But before that, so that it will not take you many times to match properties. So assign already. The color, let's say that is red. Okay. So and I'll also make it current here red because in the succeeding drawings or the lines that I will draw, I will not set it again or say make a match property. Okay, so copy this, put here, oops, so there's a mistake. You should accurately place it in the center of the circle. Then circle. Then here no need because you have this center line and the center line that passes or crosses in the diameter of the circle. Kasi if you put a center mark here, there will be lots of lines that will make it confusing. Okay, next, I will put also a center mark for this circle, this arc, and this arc, and this arc. So just copy, okay, copy, I'll select this or any other, the other center marks that I copied before. Then to look for the center of this arc, for example, just hover. But for better snapping to the rotation, turn off your ortho mode. Okay. Then place or hover your cursor over to this arc. It will give you a object snap displayed, which is here, the center. So that's why you must turn on in your object snap the center object snap. Okay. So it's this one. Center. Where's the center? I think in the later versions, it's now the geometric center. Okay? Because like in the rectangle, you can also, here, the center for the circles. Geometric centers are for rectangles, squares, for example. So, it's on. That's why you will see this plus sign here. Okay, so click here, and also put your or hover your cursor on this arc, and click here, and also here, so it's there, and also here, it's there. And once you are finished, press enter or escape to finish the command. Then we'll put the dimensions. Again, this is not the correct dimensioning, but we will follow the sample in the Moodle. Okay? Because if you remember in your draw 1101, with regards to the roles in engineering dimensioning, so circle should be dimensioned by diameters, and arc should be dimensioned by radius. Okay, so this is partly wrong, the dimensioning. But anyway, for purposes of following this example, so Let's start. So my object color is red, so I will do dimensions. So for example, 6 times radius 0.44 for this 6, not this one, these 6 curves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are all have the same radius. Okay. Because if you will put radius dimensions of each of these arcs, you will have a lot of radius dimensions all around this object, that it will make it confusing. Okay, so to make your drawing clearer, so this is the method. So let's put it here. So use the dimension radius, click and click here and drag going up. Okay. There will be cases, depending on when you open your AutoCAD, which one was the selected option in the direction of the text that will be placed in the leader of the radius dimension. So you can find it, or you can modify it, for example, here in the annotate in dimensions, then modify, then in the text tab, select the text alignment horizontal. So when you change, for example, settings here, it will give you a small screen here. You will see the changes that you made here in the small screen. Like for example, from horizontal, I will make it aligned to with dimension line. So when you do dimensioning for arc, your text will be aligned to the angle of your leader line. Okay? So that's why you select this one, horizontal, and click OK and close. So that you'll have this appearance of your dimensioning with the horizontal text. Okay, next. So these are arc. So with radius 1.5. So radius, click this, and click outside, bring outside and click. But here, I forgot, we need to put this 6 times radius 0.44. So what to do is, no need to, although you can change this actually, like overriding in the properties, like this. Click, right click, properties, and put here text override. You can write 6 times R.044, 6 times R0.44. Okay. But the faster way I put that is by double clicking. So I hope this is available in lower versions. I think 2014 is still available when you double click to edit or override the informations for the dimension. Okay, so of course you start here from the left. So type 6, then times R 044, then click outside. When your cursor becomes pick box, so it's still active, meaning you can edit another one if that will be your next step. For me, not yet, so I'll just press escape or press enter to finish the editing or overriding of this dimension information, dimension text. Okay, next. So these small circles, which has a total of 8 items. So use again radius, then click this circle, bring outside, click, and then edit, because we will put the prefix 8 times. Okay, so double click, then start typing. So the arrow, you should with the direction, check for the space. So click here and type 8 times radius 0.188. Either you double enter or you click, depending. I think this is a multi-line text. So meaning if you press enter, for example, you will have another line. So better just click outside and press enter or escape. Then continue. So I think by now you already get the idea of how to put a radius dimension. So refer to the sample and put the dimension. Okay. Then here for the center line. Then what else? The radius of this arc I'll put outside. Then another radius, this one, which is 3 times, meaning 3 of them, 3 of the arcs here have this same dimension. Okay, click. So override again. 3 times. Okay. Click outside and enter. Then I think we are done with the radius. Next is the linear dimensions. This and this. Okay. So I'll start. So I'll select the linear dimension. Okay. Start from here up to the center of the circle. Okay. Bring out or away from the object. Click, and also so we have another one here. So if you are in the annotate menu or tab, without again clicking this, you can continue dimensioning by choosing this one, continue. So when you click this, so your dimensioning continues. Just click here, center. Okay. Then if you are done, so press enter and another enter. Then we will do this dimension 0.880. So linear dimension from here to here, so 0.88. Then the total, or the distance between these two, of the center of these two circles. So again, linear, click here, and click here, and bring down, bring the dimension away from the object. And I hope you remember in your drawing one what are the standard spacing or distance of the dimensions line from the object and from and between each of the dimension lines. Okay, for a while my battery is low. I'll have to plug the charger first. Okay, so let's continue. So what else is the missing dimension? So this one. From the center of these three arches, going to this should be accurately here. Something wrong. Should be 5. Anyway, we have another one. So here. So linear. Click here and click here and bring to the right side. Okay. 2.5. Then the angle, actually not 30 but should be 60 if the correct dimensioning. But also actually all of the dimensions shown here are guides only in creating this drawing, the object. If you want it to be according to standards, so you should apply the dimensioning practices, the standard dimensioning practices for engineering drawings. Okay, so because if you notice or if you remember, in the previous video, the angle between these circles are 60 degrees, right? So 60, 60, 60, 60. Okay, which is actually just put one dimension, the correct one, proper dimensioning. Let's say 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 only. So 4 times 30 degrees. Okay. So we'll just follow this one. 30 and 30. So here. So select the angular dimension. Click this line and this line. Bring out. Okay. And another. So repeat angular. From here to here. So that's the dimension, angular. And you are done dimensioning this drawing that I did not put, or the continuation of the exercise 3 tutorial. Okay. So this one. Okay. So I hope you can complete your exercise 3 together with this, including these dimensions and the center marks and the object colors and the line types for center lines. Okay, so that's it to complete your exercise 3 drawing.